Right now we are starting from this question, and this is part number second. The process of using past experiences and existing knowledge to understand and interpret new information is known as. So what is it encoding, retrieval, scaffolding or schema? Scaffolding is the thing that we used where we used by, we study when we study about Lev Vygotsky. Okay, with this guy Lev Vygotsky coming into picture, what is his theory? It is socio-cultural theory. Okay, and obviously scaffolding is not going to be the answer over here. Retrieval is also not going to be the answer over here. Schema is also not going to be the answer. So only option number first is left, that is called as encoding. Okay, don't worry, this will not repeat again. Maybe it is forensic psychology, MSc clinical or your mphil CP. Now moving forward to the next one, because this is very IMP. The process of adjusting and assimilation accommodation, these two things are very IMP. Okay, this is very important based on Jean Piaget theory of CD, called as the cognitive development. Okay, so cognitive development theory is given by Jean Piaget, and in that assimilation and accommodation are the two most important concept apart from along with SPCF. So make sure that you study SPCF properly, and assimilation and accommodation, everything is given clear, crisp, precise in your NCRTs as well as the C book as well. Okay, so fair enough. Now moving forward, the process of adjusting. As soon as you saw this word about adjusting, answer will always be accommodation. Okay, so let's suppose you are staying in Delhi and you want to go holidays to, maybe let's suppose Manali or maybe Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and maybe you want to go that near Periyar River. Okay, anywhere you want to go, and what you will do now is you cannot have facilities just like your home. Whatever facilities you have, your bed, your bathroom, your wardrobe, anything which you have in your home, you will never have in these conditions. Okay, so what you will do, you will try to find a accommodation as per your requirements, and from there accommodation or accommodate word comes into picture, because you will try to accommodate in these conditions. Okay, maybe your body, your anything is not suitable to accommodate, but what you will try, you will try to accommodate for maybe a week, 15 days, 30 days or 365 days. Okay, a year also. Okay, so what you will do basically is you will adjust into that conditions. Okay, so just like anyone from Delhi will go to any northeast state, or let's suppose any south states. Okay, what these will do, they will try to accommodate, and same happens with the vice versa as well. Okay, accommodate with the conditions. The same thing is going to happen over here, but just the concept is changed little bit. The process of adjusting existing schemas or mental frameworks to incorporate new information is called as. Okay, this will be referred to as the accommodation over here. Okay, now I hope you know the meaning of accommodation. Pretty obviously you would have booked your accommodation likewise, and to read more about this in detail, great detail, you can refer to C book, N book or whatever general psychology book you are having. Okay, now equilibration is given, maybe you get liberation after reading this, and generalization. Why this generalization is given over here, where you will read this phenomena, you will mostly read or learn about this phenomena when you will be learning about the conditioning, maybe classical or operate. Okay, where what we used to do, the stimulus is generalized. Okay, that particular thing. So obviously assimilation and accommodation are the two options, and option number 2 is the correct answer over here. Now going towards the next question, which of the following research designs is used to study cause and effect relationship between variables? And this is a complete absurd PYQ repeat from the same paper. In the previous part number 1, if you have not watched, it is highly recommended that you watch. Not recommended, you have to watch. No chance for you. If you will leave, you will lose marks guaranteed. So make sure that you watch the part 1. There we have discussed about the cause and effect relationship. We have discussed about the IV as well and DV as well, and that is what we will study in only and only in a experimental study, and that is the correct answer. Obviously there are different type of case study. In case study we will not never study the relationship between variables. Okay, there is no scope or scenario for that, for cause and effect. In correlational study, obviously not. An observational study also not possible. So only and only option left is experimental study, and this is very IMP for you. Moving forward, next question, the process of consciously retrieving and bringing information, the most easiest question. As soon as you saw this word retrieving and bringing information from long term memory to working memory is called as encoding. Not at all. Consolidation, it happens in the hippocampus, called as the LTP. Not possible. Recognition, not possible. And only option left is your retrieval. Okay, so whenever you will try to retrieve something from your working memory, I mean from long term memory to working memory, it is called as the retrieval. If I write 1909, if you have watched previous videos, you will know what happened in 1909. Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung visited which university? Clark University, if I am not wrong. Yes, but on the recommendation or the invitation of Stanley Hall. Okay, so how you are able to recall? Because of the previous videos which you have watched from your long term memory, it is retrieved in your working memory because of the phenomena called as the retrieval. How we encoded the information? Through consolidation, by revising that thing again and again. Moving forward, which book is widely regarded as one of the most influential and commonly referenced works in the field of psychology? The options are given as Introduction to Psychology by James W. Callatt, Psychology, Themes and Variations by Wayne Wheaton, Principles of Psychology by William James. Obviously, option number 3 is the correct answer. Out of these books, what we are talking about, the most influential. Okay, so most influential, Principles of Psychology, based on your by William James, the same guy who proposed about pragmatism, who proposed about that theory, what James Lang theory, and the same guy what pragmatism I just told. Okay, now as soon as I speak about pragmatism, why this is important? Because it needs your results. Okay, it has nothing to do what you do in your life, it just matter what steps you are taking, it just focus on the result. Okay, are you getting that particular result or not? And the Psychology, the Science of Mind and Behavior by Michael Passer and Ronald Smith, not the answer. So option number 3 is the correct answer over here. Moving forward, question number 26. Delirium is characterized by, and now it is highly recommended whenever you have questions of these kind, always mark this all of the above. 10 out of 9 times you will be getting the correct answer. Okay, I mean 9 out of 10 times. Sleep wake cycle disturbances, delirium. Perceptual disturbances, delirium. Cognitive impairment, delirium. Everything is coming under this particular head. Next time there will be different question, not on the delirium theme. Now oral changes, disinhibition, apathy, ritualistic behavior and loss of empathy are symptoms associated with which of the following variants of frontotemporal dementia? So it's basically meaning that you just need to know the meaning of what is dementia, and that is how you will be able to solve the question. Frontotemporal, what does it signify? This region. Okay, and what is the answer over here? It is your semantic variant, agrammatic variant, temporal variant or behavioral variant over here. So what is going to be the correct answer over here? Please try to comment down below. What do you think is going to be the correct answer for this particular question? We will discuss this about in our next video as soon as we get the comment. Now next question, the concept of source and surface traits was given by, one more easy, maybe Cattell, Jung or Jung, Alport or Ising. Source and surface traits was given by your R.B. Cattell. Let's move forward to the next question. That is question number 2929. Systematic desensitization. Now this is one of the most favorite question of your mphil entrances or your clinical psychology or what we are doing forensics one. Systematic desensitization is based on. What do you think? What you will answer? You will answer all? Yes, this is the correct answer, but that is absolutely wrong. 10 out of 9 times answer will be all of the above, but not every time. Systematic desensitization is based on what? Counter conditioning? No. Reciprocal disinhibition? No. Answer is correct, your reciprocal inhibition. And option number 2 is the correct answer over here. It is one more different phenomena called as reciprocal inhibition. Now moving forward to the next question. Information processing model of memory was given by. Information processing model of memory was given by. Options available over here are Postman, Tulving, Atkinson and Shiffrin and Miller. That is why PYQ solution becomes very IMP. If you have watched previous parts, you will be able to solve this answer, because Atkinson and Shiffrin model is, we can say, information processing model of memory. Why? Because it came in your 1968, and we have discussed about this 1968 year in our previous video. Obviously not George Miller. He is talking about the magical number and all those things. Following is describing about the definitive memory and doing all that, and postman I don't know. Okay, so moving forward to the next one, the concept of animal magnetism was given by, and this question is being dropped because the options are incorrect. None of them is the correct answer over here. So don't worry, it will never repeat again in your life as long as you are giving this examination. Okay, Freud, Charcot, Braid, and Bloller. Okay, now one thing is I want to share is that Freud and Bloller were contemporary. Now, what does contemporary means? Contemporary means those who are working simultaneously at the same time. Don't worry about the sine waves, theta waves, or beta waves, whatever waves have been drawn in the on the screen. But the point over here is Freud and Bloller were working along with Sigmund Freud. Moving forward to the next one, and you can just Google who gave animal magnetism if you want to learn. Last items are remembered better than middle items. It is known as. Now this is directly again once again from the C book, so you can answer it easily. Last items. Let's suppose this is a list. Primary items, and this is the last item. So we will call it as the recent one. Recency effect is the correct answer, not the initiation effect, not the middle effect. Primacy effect will work over here. Whatever you will learn first, you will be able to remember that properly, and whatever you will learn at the last, you will be able to recall that properly as well. So primacy effect will come for the first few items which you have learned, and recency effects will come for the next few items you have learned. I mean the last item. Now next question says incomplete tasks are better remembered than complete tasks. It is called as the Rosenwisch effect, Zeigarnik effect, Green spoon effect, or Ziegler effect. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is the phenomena you would have seen in the ICH. Now what is ICH? It is simply your Indian coffee house. Okay. So whatever the waiter you are ordering, to that waiter he will remember as soon as you go pay the bill, UPI or cash, and you move away. The waiter will forget everything that you have ordered. Why? Because he is working because of the Zeigarnik effect. Irrespective of the wrong spelling, we will move ahead and solve the next question. The gap between two neurons, you just listen to the what explanation, and you will be able to solve this based on that as well. The gap between two neurons called as the N1, and this is the N2, bridged by a chemical connection called as a what is this gap called? This is called as the synapse, not the cell body, not the dendrite, not the axon. Come on. Moving forward, next one. What is the main function of cerebellum? As soon as you step up to the brainstem, medulla oblongata, and there you will have this cerebellum over here. Regulation of body temperature, yes. Control of voluntary muscle movements, why not? Coordination and balance, absolutely. Control of heart rate, that is what we were looking for. Okay, so what is the correct answer? Everybody knows what is the main function of the cerebellum. It is the coordination. You want to dance, you want to do anything with your control and coordination, you want to do judo, martial arts, whatever you want to do, and balance. Okay, you want to ballet, dance, ballerina, and all those things happening because of only and only the cerebellum. Just above your this brainstem, where it stops, you are having this little brain called as the cerebellum. Okay, but this is not much interesting. Interesting is what is the function? Regulation of body temperature is done by whom in your brain? I am giving you options: substantia nigra, and what you can think of regulation of body temperature, or pituitary glands, or what, or we can say the fornix or the amygdala. What is the correct answer for the regulation of body temperature? Don't forget to comment down below. Control of voluntary muscle movements and control of heart rate. Yes, this you should answer. Is it RAAS or RAS? Please comment down below what is the correct answer, or it is not RAS at all, or it has something to do with your pons, medulla oblongata, and behind your brainstem something is working for the control of heart rate. But this you should know. If you don't know about this, moving forward to the next question, that is question number 36. Which of the following is the process by which sensory information is organized and interpreted by the brain? Options are as sensation, perception, attention, memory. Sensory information is organized and interpreted by the brain. Sensation, perception, attention. Obviously attention is not the thing over here. Sensation is also not the thing. Between perception and memory, what is the most logical one? It is the perception. Interpreted by brain, we are also looking into that. Moving forward, next one, which area of the brain is primarily associated with the formation of new long-term memories? And now this is like too much. We are having elements over here with the formation of new long-term memories. LTM, long-term memories, will be formed through the process of consolidation where cerebellum, of course not, we just discussed about this. Amygdala, no. Prefrontal cortex, no. Only and only hippocampus is the option left over. Moving forward, the process of strengthening and stabilizing memories over time is known as. You can just listening to the explanation, you can just answer in 2 seconds. Memory retrieval, decay, interference, and consolidation. What you are doing through these videos, you are doing memory consolidation. The process of strengthening and stabilizing memories over time is known as the consolidation thing. Moving forward, next one, which of the following properties of sound would be the most similar to the color or hue of light? Now, this is an interesting one. You should know about the hue of light or color of light. You should know about the this thing, how vision works, and also the how the sound works. Okay, the audition and vision works in your brain or in your body. If you know, you will be able to answer. Which of the following properties of sound would be the most similar to the color or hue or light? Is it purity, timbre, loudness, or pitch? Obviously, it is the pitch that is important. You can refer to the NCRT for basic understanding and the C book as well. Everything is mentioned. All the questions are nearly, we are nearly 40 and 35 plus questions are directly from the C book and the NCRTs, basic NCRTs. Okay, you are watching this NFSU Forensic Clinical Psychology, brought to you by the channel name. And which of the following is the most general of the dash principles describing how individual elements are grouped into higher order figure? Is it based on the continuity? Is it based on the proximity, similarity, or simplicity? How individual elements are grouped into higher order figure based on the continuity will follow like this thing, proximity, near, similarity. Option number 3, similarity, is the correct answer for this. And we are done with 40 questions. And what is the approximate visual wheel? Okay, that this question we will solve in the next part. That is going to be your part number 3 for your this paper. And it is a common sense question. Let's check how you can apply common sense and comment down below the correct answer for this. What do you think is going to be the correct answer for this? What is the approximate visual field covered by each human eye? And I can guarantee you, take out any book in your life and tell me you have this particular question in that book. Okay, maybe I can be wrong. 99.9% probability is that I will be wrong, but 0.1 probability is that I will be correct. Okay, you will never find such question in a book, and if that book is having this question, then great book, what we can say. But what is the approximate visual field covered by each human eye? I mean, who is putting in psychology this particular thing? Okay, if you have read this thing somewhere in any book, please let know in the comment section, provided you answer the answer correctly. Okay, thank you, and this is your part number 2 summing up now, and see you all in next part. It is going to be part number 3. If you have by chance missed the part number first, then make sure that you watch part 1 followed by this video. You can check the playlist NFSU Forensic Psychology and Clinical Psychology as well. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. And for the free study materials, you can join the Telegram group. There, the link is given in the description. Thank you. Cesar.